Everything in life happens for a reason, and there are no coincidences. In 2012, I stopped believing in coincidences altogether, and I'm going to explain to you why. I was working for a company named Blue Grace Logistics as a freight broker. Shout out Blue Grace, they gave me my start in logistics. And our commission period had just ended for our paycheck that was going to be paid on Friday. The day after the commission period ended, I closed a deal for $3,000 in commission. I really needed that money to hit on Friday. So I went to the head of payroll, which was the owner's sister, and I had a really good relationship with her. She knew I had a baby on the way and I was under a lot of stress. And I said, look, I would never ask you to do this, but I really need that money on Friday. She said, look, I'm going to look out for you. I could get in a lot of trouble for this, but I'm going to do it for you. So she backdated the sale to the previous commission period. So my sales director, Nick, would always send out a spreadsheet for us to look over our numbers to make sure everything was accurate, and it was always accurate. So I went to him and I said, hey, Nick, I think you messed up. You missed one of my sales that was for $3,000. He said, let me look it over. So he calls me in his office and he says, Joe, either one or two things happened here. Either this is a huge coincidence and I fucked your numbers up, which one, I don't believe in coincidence, and two, I don't fuck up numbers, or someone fucked with these numbers and I can't prove it. So I'm gonna pay you. And I looked at him and I said, well, it must be a coincidence. I went on, I got paid on Friday, but on that day, I stopped believing in coincidence because Nick didn't know what happened. He knew something happened, but he couldn't prove it. But I knew what happened, and I knew the reason behind it. So just because you don't know why something happened doesn't mean it was a coincidence. Just because you don't know the reasoning behind why something happened doesn't mean it was a coincidence, okay? Shout out to the person that helped me in that story. And like I said, shout out Blue Grace. And until this day, Nick Klingensmith never knew what happened or why that $3,000 went on that pay period. But now you know.